Are we
We're live. Is there anything you can discuss? Welcome back to my channel here live at this time of night on this Friday evening, or I hope afternoon or even morning, depending where you're watching us from. And we are pleased to be welcoming on my next guest today, who is, I believe, is probably the breakout pop slash indie rock star of 2022. It's only a matter of time before we'll see him on a big stage touring around the world. Please welcome AJ Smith to my show. Welcome aboard. How are you doing today, by the way?
all things considered, with what's going on in the US right now,
Yes, with the breaking news that came out in the last hour or so, isn't it? Yeah, about the Supreme
yeah,
Court.
that's other than that, great, but that kind of puts a damper on the day.
No, no, absolutely. I get you. But it's good to have you on here. If you don't mind me asking, whereabouts are you joining us from? Are you in Nashville, are you, or are you somewhere else at the moment?
Um, so usually I'm based in Nashville, but right now I'm in Sacramento. My fiance,
Ah,
she's yeah, my fiance is a musical theater actress and performer, dancer, all of that, and so she's in a production of Carousel. She's playing Louise, the daughter, so principal role in Carousel in Sacramento, California. So I'm out here. They're wrapping up rehearsals and they start performances on Tuesday. So I get to see her on stage for the first time since COVID.
wow. Well, I hope it goes well for you, and hopefully you enjoy the show, and hope it all goes well.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Now, of course, how I came across you is quite simply you had a great social media presence because there was an advert when I was going through my stories on Instagram when a promotional ad came on my screen of your profile. Okay, so I went through your profile when I came across thinking, who is this person? And I liked what I saw, hence I got you on this. And of course, you recently released your
Is
latest single, which is, of course, a banger. And, it's one of the best songs of 2022, in my opinion, called Famous. So tell us more about how this all came together. Because you got some great lyrics and you got a great music video to go with it. How did that all come together?
yeah, so I was down staying at my fiance's mom and stepdad's house during COVID. We had an apartment in New York City. And so but just so that we weren't in the elevator all the time and we could actually kind of enjoy a bit more space, we moved to their house for a couple of months while trying to figure out what was going to happen there. And I was writing a whole lot of songs in their basement. And this one ended up being one that I kind of came up with this hook, and where I was just like, sitting in this basement, it's like not renovated at all, just like trying to make music and make dreams happen, when shows were canceled, all of this stuff. And I'm like thinking about that 10-year-old version of myself who drew his first album cover, and like, hey, I've been writing songs from the basement. Here I am back in the basement. If I ever get famous, like these are the moments to remember and to like stay grounded. And so then when it came time to finally write the rest of the song, I was living in Nashville then, and I connected with Better Than Ezra's Ken Griffin, and we wrote the song together, with the verses and everything. And then when the music video came around, I was like, I want to tell that story of that 10-year-old kid who's having these big dreams, who wants to be those icons they're seeing on TV, like me watching Freddie Mercury, and like all of that as a kid growing up. Like who are they watching now? And I thought, well, I can be the band that they're watching on TV.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And that was my own opinion, by the way. I think it's an amount of time before you become one of the best-selling artists in the world, in my opinion. There might be a small negative majority we won't agree with that. But if you're watching this video, if you're liking this video, then you understand my meaning. So if you ever heard of AJ Smith, I recommend you to actually check him out because I think you'll like his music, because his music is so good. And how is the feedback going, by the way, for Famous? Is it going quite well so far, the feedback you received?
Yeah. I mean, everybody that's heard it, I'm in that part of my career where right now I'm just trying to get my music to as many people as possible. I'm trying to invite as many people into this family as I can. But it's having a really high save rate on Spotify. So the people that are listening to it are resonating with it or
Good.
putting it on repeat, which is awesome. A lot of people have said that, the music video is their favorite of mine that I've done to date. Which is really awesome because I mean I've fallen in love with filmmaking through making music videos. And yeah, I mean like there's tons of even just friends will hit me up like, oh, I finally listened to Famous. This is an absolute banger, and I'm like, thank you. So
That's
yeah.
good. That's good to see. And I agree with the people who said this is probably your best video you've done to date. I agree with that because I don't know. There's something like it which is I'm not seen for maybe about a decade maybe with music videos. So it's good to see some reaction, and it brings back my enjoyment for music again. So thank you for creating this great video. We want to know as well, like, because you're speaking to, a Mancunian, and you're in a good old Sacramento, the home of the TV show The Mentalist, which used to be on CBS in that country. Can we ever see you maybe in the future coming to the UK, coming to perform over here in
I would
in good
love
old Manchester?
I would absolutely love to. I actually was just doing this songwriting camp in New York, and met an artist, Josh Gray, who's based in the UK.
Yeah.
And we were connecting and talking about how he'll come over to Nashville, crash at mine. We'll make some music together. I'll head over and we can play some shows in the States, and then I'll head over there and we'll do some shows together over on that side.
Good. Well, I'm glad we've got a possible collaboration on our hands, and and I got to say as well that only a few months ago you got to perform on a big show, I would say, didn't you, on the Kelly Clarkson show? How fun was that, getting the opportunity to perform on that show? 'Cause I know you were very excited to be involved in that amazing production.
Yeah, that was wild. That was so cool. I'm very grateful for that opportunity. I mean, just getting to share that with my bandmates too, and be able to like watch it back on TV because they pre-tape it.
Yeah.
So then getting to watch it back, and like my bandmates were like, we were all texting each other like, "Well, look, that's on TV. This is insane!" Like, yeah,
Cool.
Really incredible.
How long did it take you to film that all, and how long did you have to wait before you saw it on TV?
Yeah. So what's kind of wild about that one is that my team, we've been pitching the Kelly Clarkson show because she supports independent artists and rising and emerging artists and all of that. Still a lot of these shows, for the most part, they're doing like major label artists that are coming through and performing in order to promote their album or whatever. And so we knew it was a long shot of being able to get that support. But we just kept building that relationship and reaching out whenever a new song was out, and even shooting videos and sending them videos of performance clips, just like, hey, would you be able to use this if somebody canceled with COVID or something like that? And so then the timing ended up working out. I rented I actually shot. I didn't go into the studio yet for this one, but it sounds like they are down to have me back. So
Good.
Hopefully I'll go into the studio for the next time. But
yeah,
this first one, I just went in Nashville and rented out a studio, and I took 3 takes of singing the song, and we recorded it from 3 different angles. So it's all live. It's just that, we didn't have a camera crew.
Gotcha.
So I still wanted to give it like a high production value.
Well, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, you fooled me because I couldn't tell. So you did a good job on that, and I say. But no, it's a great opportunity, and I agree with you there. Cause there's many shows which are just showing the same people. The same people getting interviewed. It's a bit like with Ed Sheeran in this country. He's everywhere at the moment. I'm getting a bit bored of seeing him everywhere. I'm sure many people are bored of seeing the same person everywhere. So like on this show, like on Kelly Clarkson's show, we like to give different people the opportunity to get their name out there a bit more and tell their stories. So hopefully, a few people may see this today or tomorrow, whenever. But it's great to see that, and I'm glad that you've got an open invitation to head back into the Kelly Clarkson show anytime, hopefully. But of course, that invitation is also open here as well, as long as your people will hopefully let you come back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Oh, hold on 1 second.
No worries. That doesn't always happen. Again, many things happen in this show live. We have a dog barking at the moment. Something new.
Sorry about that.
Usually it's just the phone goes off. Usually what happens on this show, so that's a first. We've never had a dog bark. Usually someone ringing somebody, which interrupts our call, but not today. First time for everything, but I like that. Did you get some postage or something?
We're staying at a hotel, and they were just asking if we needed service.
Of course they did. But no, it's quite good as well. Where is your goal then in the next, for the rest of this year? Is it just to get more music out to as many people as possible? Have you got more, targeted goals maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's a big part of it is building up this catalog. So then that way, when somebody comes to discover me like you do, then you don't just have the one song that you might fall in love with. You have now 10, 12, 15, 20 songs that you can go and find a different one depending on your mood, or just put them all on shuffle, and enjoy what you're listening to. And so regular releasing is a part of that. I have another song that's coming out in basically a month, July 22nd. Which I'm very excited about. That one is called "We're All Gonna Die," which, given the existential dread of,
yes.
Very, very real. It kind of, it talks about where we're at and how stressed out we all are and everything like that. But then it sort of has a tongue-in-cheek flow to it, which is a bit fun. Okay. And then, beyond that, I want to get back into touring. So I've got some tour dates coming up in August in the States. And
feel free to plug them. Feel free to plug them. You never know who may be listening to this in America. So, feel free. If you know some dates, please do throw them out.
Yeah. There. Well, LA, I'm going to be playing July 27th. And then I will be in the dates will be up on my website. So ajsmithmusic.com. Go and check them out. And I hope that I get to play in a city near you.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, we've been showing your social media as well, on and off at the moment as well. So it's quite good. So you can find them on Facebook, AJ Smith Music, Twitter, AJ Smith Music, and also on Instagram, AJ Smith Music. And I'm sure you're on there as well. You're on TikTok as well. Is it the same handle on TikTok as well?
Oh yeah, I'm consistent.
There you go. So unlike me, where I have different names everywhere, AJ Smith keeps it nice and simple for you to find him everywhere, and you should check him out if you're not already done so. Like him, follow him, share him, subscribe to him, check out his website, get tickets, go to see him live, because I'm sure he's more fun live than he is on YouTube.
Oh, way more fun. I mean, hey, this is awesome still.
Oh, I know, but I mean, it's good to get that interaction to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I play a bunch of different instruments. So my live shows, I kind of flutter around between bass and guitar and keyboard, and sometimes I just sing, violin even, and just try to keep people on their toes. It's a lot of fun.
No, it does seem like a lot of fun, and I'm sure you have a lot of success with that, and I hope it continues for you as well. Because when was the last time you had the opportunity to perform in front of lots of people, and where is as well the dream location you would love to perform in front of?
Oh man. Well, I guess there's certain bucket list venues. Madison Square Garden in the States for sure. Wembley.
yeah, there we go.
Lofty goals. In the meantime, I think I've got some smaller venues in mind too that I would love to sell out, that are like 1,000-person rooms, but 1,000 people all singing your songs back to you is pretty powerful. It's really incredible. So I'm looking forward to doing more of that too.
Yeah, no, I
But
get that. And
eventually,
oh, go on. Sorry about that.
eventually stadiums. That
Oh
that
yeah.
would be. Yeah.
Oh no, it's only a matter of time before that happens. I think it happen within the next 10 years, hopefully less, hopefully some 5 years. But it's only a matter of time because with these adverts you're posting on your social media, driving people to come to your profile, like I did, for instance. So it's got me hooked. So it probably get loads of other people hooked as well. So it's great marketing you've done. I don't know why I saw the commercial in the first place. I don't know if that was for a particular reason for somebody in the UK to see it, but anyway, it worked.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. I just had a call with my team yesterday. We
Oh
were
yeah.
talking about my advertising, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's working. So, because here we are, right here. Proof,
Have
proof
you
on
do,
foot.
do you know if you got many people from the UK enjoying your music as of yet, or
Let's find out right now.
okay, live as we
I
do
will
it. I like
go
this.
and check out my audience, listeners. I've got, yeah. So it's my second country.
Good.
Um, in the US, I have like 33,000 listeners, and in the UK, I've got 5,500.
That's good.
So
So it's slowly
that's
growing, which
great.
is quite good to see, and hopefully through this show and through your music as well, it will get up there, and hopefully maybe even conquer the USA and become the number one country in the world for your
Yeah,
music.
let's do it. London's my fourth city, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty
Wow.
cool.
It is. It is. Probably Manchester probably doesn't make the list probably as of yet. So yeah, we got to work on that, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't see them on here just yet.
yeah, there you go. So yeah,
Dublin, actually, in Ireland, which is pretty cool.
that's good. Yeah, a lot of people like a lot of people in Ireland do like the music from overseas, from America and from Spain as well. So it's only a matter of time before you might get invited onto the islands version of the Late Late Show.
Oh,
But I should say as well because I think before Famous came out, your last song was Cooler, wasn't it? Was that right?
no, it was actually a song called Better.
Oh, okay, better, okay. But I
Yeah.
mean,
You-
'cause I know Cooler came out as well last year with Better as well. And how do they vary? Would you say which one do you think did better than the other?
yeah. Well, Better actually is doing better. So at least for now, which is funny. I mean,
Interesting.
that one has a little bit more. It goes from this sort of intimate verse to a just rock out stadium electric guitar heavy slamming chorus. Um, and so that one's doing pretty well. I think it's my second most viewed music video right
Wow.
now.
Yeah.
And in that one, I did a little bit more acting with like a underground fight ring where I'm like bare knuckle boxing with my friend.
Nice.
Um, and so that one was pretty fun. It all was like a metaphor for how like we have to beat ourselves up in the spotlight and like in order to in the name of authenticity and vulnerability
uh,
and all of that. And then Cooler, oh, that was a cool music video as well. We did a drive-in movie theater
yes.
with that one, and I even learned how to dance for it. So if you're watching, go check it out. It's
Interesting.
pretty
So
rad
was
music.
that your audition then to go on to like a dancing show in the future, maybe?
I would love that. I mean, hey, I've fallen so in love with filmmaking and with acting. Hopefully, there's going to be some cross opportunities that will come up here in the future.
Yeah, and as you mentioned as well, we're coming back to the other music video which is coming out in July because we're all gonna die. I'm
Mm.
hoping we won't see anybody dying in the music video itself. I hope not.
Yeah, I mean, it's all based sort of around the concept of like VR, alternate reality, and
Okay.
what are we in right now, almost matrixy.
Yeah.
And so there is, a little. It's more about me trying to escape this simulation and finding out that I can't.
Gotcha.
Um,
Interesting.
yeah.
I look forward to seeing the music video to go along with the song in July. July 24th, you mentioned, isn't it, as well? And I'm sure
22nd.
the
Yeah, July
22nd,
20th.
my apologies. 22nd of July, and I'm sure you'll be dropping it all over giving us a teaser on your social media, and then, of course, the full video, I'm guessing, will be on your YouTube channel as well, I'm guessing.
Yeah, absolutely.
As usual, the place to be for music videos. But I mean, back to what we were just discussing. I like all this. And is there any competition shows you would love to go on to? And maybe conquer, maybe like Ninja Warrior. I can see you on Ninja Warrior.
That actually would be kind of fun to do.
I don't know why. I just got an image in my head. I thinking you'd be very good with Ninja Warrior.
I would need to get in shape for that. I yeah, I have a friend that actually just did one of those types of
Oh,
shows.
really?
And he's like in incredible shape, and I'm like, oh geez, I would love to be able to, but I got a little bit of work to do to be able to.
Well, well, you look great, and I think you just need a few weeks, maybe training to get you prepared for it. I think you'd be very good. But
Damn
I
right,
mean,
for the long.
have you got your own like image of what you want to maybe go into in like a competition show? Because there's all crazy different ones nowadays, isn't there, compared to like 10 years ago?
Sure. I mean, I think if there were a show that I were going to go after in the sort of the music space, I mean, Dancing with the Stars would be awesome if I got to that level of stardom where I could do it, or when.
Yeah, it's only a
And
matter of when. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, only a matter of when, because he will be famous, more famous than he is right now. Believe me.
hope so. I think I mean I'm channeling energy in that direction. I feel like I write music for people, for the dreamers of the world.
Hmm.
I try to write songs that will say, hey, go and do that. Be bold, be dynamic, be true. And uh, so hopefully that resonates with a lot of people, and it allows me to be able to spread that message to as many people as possible.
Yeah,
Um,
that's good.
you know,
That's
I've
good.
I've done like early round auditions for The Voice where I was invited to audition for that. Um, I just don't feel like those are the right kinds of shows for me because there's some phenomenal singers out there, and there's like a type that they go for in
Gotcha.
terms of vocalists, and vocal abilities. And I think, the way that I sing even is I just sing differently than most people. I sing all out like rock,
Yeah.
but pop melodies. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So yeah.
What about the Masked Singer? Because I know they're very popular as well in America. Because
Oh,
they show it over here, and take it off, take it off. I can see you on that show, or even the Masked Dancer, as well.
oh yeah. Oh gosh. Oof.
But I mean, those
um,
costumes will be really warm though as well to perform in, I guess. So
yeah.
doesn't
I
know.
mean, I do. I'm not above performing in costumes though. That sounds pretty great. You know, I love putting the looks together for my videos and everything.
Good, good, good. I have to mention as well because you also did a song as well with what's it called? Billy.
Billy Joel, yeah.
Yeah, Billy Joel. Yeah, how was that experience with you?
Oh, that was cool. Yeah, I mean, I wrote a song because my fiance's favorite song is Vienna by Billy Joel. And so I ended up writing a song called Billy Joel. And he managed to hear it.
Oh, really?
Um,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Shared it through his social
Oh,
channels
that's
and
good.
everything like that. And I actually just met him at Madison Square Garden like two weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, really, really cool. I got invited backstage and everything like that, and we hung out before he went on and played.
Oh,
It
that's
was really
cool.
great.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
really, really great.
So maybe a possible collaboration on the hands with Billy Joel, and yeah,
I hope so. That would be really awesome.
because that'd be quite good. That helps you get your name out there more. And again, that was a nice gesture of him. He didn't have to, share your song of what tout his name on his social media.
Yeah,
So that was a good gesture by him, right? So
really,
because he didn't have to do
really
that, did
was
he?
very
So
generous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get drunk with him after the show or anything like that, or no?
No, 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 no. I don't know how much he drinks. I'm not a big drinker myself anymore either.
Fair.
I just because I was going into that songwriting camp, and like I have to take care of my voice,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
if I have one too many, next thing I'm talking loud in a bar, I'm hugging everybody, I'm getting sick, like, and then I can't sing, and it's
Yeah.
like, nah, let's keep it clean.
So, who inspired you then to start writing music to actually become a musician yourself? Then who inspired you then at a young age?
Oh, a lot. I mean, like, hey, we even had Piano Man, Billy Joel. My mom would
Yeah.
put that on because I was taking piano lessons. Um, Queen, so much great music out of Queen. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yes.
Um, Rolling
Oh yeah,
Stones.
of course.
And then when I was a little bit older,
Hmm.
um, Fun, that album, Some Nights, I think by them, is just so good, and sort of Queen inspired. Panic at the Disco, um, a lot of artists kind of in that vein where there's a little bit of theatricality to it, a little grandiose production style and flair, and I guess that's probably what would inspire me. And to like Bruno Mars, artists
Oh
like
yeah.
Bruno Mars as well.
Yeah, great artist is Bruno Mars, isn't he? But because I've seen in that video, famous. It might be a lot of, his music video from 2011, I think it is. Saying I'm not doing anything today. Kind of in the lazy song.
Yeah.
Reminds me bits of that. Bits of the angles he used. Stuff like that. Reminds me of that song as well. So it's
Oh,
great to
cool.
see. Because these newer videos nowadays they don't use good angles anymore, do they? If you know what I mean. So it's good to see like people like you coming through while using different angles. Like we're not seeing for like 20 years or 10 years. So it's good to see.
Yeah.
It brings back lethargic for me. 'Cause like with the Shield, TV show The Shield, if you like interesting cuts on that show, which you don't see on shows nowadays. So it's good to see that come back every now and then, which is nice to see.
Yeah. I think everything great will come back in style.
Yeah, yeah, I like it. I like that. I mean, your favorite, because when you were little, you had, play cassette players, with like tapes, etc. Now they're coming back in the trend. So could we ever see your stuff, your music stuff coming onto vinyl and stuff like that in the future?
Absolutely. I mean, that's sort of the goal too of getting more songs out, is that all of these songs really, a lot of them belong together
Yeah,
by design. They belong on an album. But I'm in the stage of my career where I'm releasing a song, and then I get the next one ready, and then I get the next one ready. But I mean, it's very intentional. They all do belong together. And so I would like to batch them together as such. And I even want to record a live version, like in studio, of the album as well, and hopefully get that pressed to vinyl, for people to be able to digest and
yeah. I
enjoy.
don't know if vinyl is quite big in the USA. I'm not sure if it's big as it is in the UK now, but I know it's coming back, isn't it? So it's
Yeah,
weird to see actually, because they said that vinyl has gone out of fashion like 20 years ago, and then like within 15 years, it's now back in fashion. So the same about the CDs. They think, oh, they're going out of fashion, and I bet they'll come back in fashion in the future as
probably,
well.
right? Yeah.
But
No, I mean, vinyl though is it's such a unique experience, going and intentionally listening. Like, you can't skip tracks
no,
super easily, right?
that's
So,
true.
um, and for that's when I would probably even rethink and there's so much purpose to what the track order is on an album. Um, and so, I think being able to listen to something front to back, that's a unique experience that we did when we had vinyl.
Yeah.
Um,
No, most definitely, I agree with you there. Before we end this, because it's been great chatting to you, and I know you're a busy chap in Sacramento here today on this Friday Eve before the weekend, is there anything you would like to get off your chest, which you think is very important to let everybody know what you may be thinking, which I may not have plugged or mentioned, which you think is important to do so? Feel free to say what you need to say right now.
yeah, you know what? Just come and join the family. Come be a part of my community. We're awesome. Just follow. First, you can start by following at AJ Smith Music, and hopefully you'll start to enjoy all of the music and the content. Go and put my songs on repeat on Spotify if you like them. Add them to your own playlists. Share them with your friends, and tell me that you're listening. Be engaging with me, so then that way I can talk back with you, and that way I know where I should go and play a show. If I know that I've got 50 people in London or 100 people in London that want to see me play, I'm gonna go to London. You know what I mean? Like, let's make it happen. I want to meet all of you. So let's do this.
Indeed, let's do this indeed. And of course, he is very interactive. I know he's on very interactive on Twitter because I've seen him tweeting back to people when he tweets them. So it's great to see that. Not many people do so, so it's great to see that you are. So I hope you keep at that on your social medias as well, across all your social media. And of course, you can find him on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under the same name, AJ Smith Music, and also on TikTok as well, and also on YouTube.com, and Spotify, and Apple Music, and wherever else you find your music on. I'm pretty sure that AJ Smith will be on those platforms.
Absolutely.
There we go.
I'm easy to find.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy to find, and hopefully you will enjoy the music. And if you did enjoy his music, then leave a comment. Let us know what you thought. That maybe you found him through my show here tonight. Anyway, but it's been a privilege, AJ Smith, for joining us here this afternoon where you are, although this morning where you are, this afternoon on the East Coast, or this evening here in the UK. And I hope that I'm now a part of your family, and vice versa. That I hope that you will come back on this show again for future musicians and such, because you're a great guy, and that's the way I wanted to tell everybody how I came across your music, because you came onto my profile as an advert. So that's how we done that.
It's working. It's working. So working. I love that.
But before you go, I want to ask you as well. Like, when you heard that I wanted you on this show, did you do any research on this show? Did you Google me? Did you YouTube me or not?
Yeah, I went and I actually clicked into a couple videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I watched like a few minutes here and there just to sort of get an idea as to what was going on.
Yeah. It's a mad show, this, because we get lots of different people on from different backgrounds, so it's not like one topic. We discuss all different things.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, it was really, really great. Yeah, because I think you had and you don't only interview musicians, like you interviewed like a boxer and actor and stuff, right?
Yeah, we've had on a few actors, some boxers, some UFC, even bare knuckle fighters, even some wrestlers as well. So we got a whole background of different people on this show. So yeah, but we like having the odd musician on this show. So thank you for being one of the odd musicians of the year to come on the show, and we wish you the best of luck, and hopefully this time next year you might be 100,000 followers more. Hopefully.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Well, thank you for your time, AJ, and I hope you have a good weekend and a good rest of your afternoon, or soon to be your afternoon in on the West Coast.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thank you so much, Edward. Have a good one. All right.
You too. Cheers for now.
Bye now.
So that was AJ Smith on this show, and of course there'll be a clip coming out tomorrow of this episode, so you can check that out. And of course, if you enjoyed the show today, make sure to leave a like, share the video around to all your friends, tell more about AJ Smith, tell more about how he is the next breakout star of 2022. And if you're new around here, make sure to smash that subscribe button with new episodes coming live every so often. You never know who may appear on this show, because nobody is big enough to go on this show. But until the next episode drops, whenever that might be, enjoy the rest of your Friday.
Sweet. Thanks for having me, man.
No, you're very welcome.